Let's talk about BBIG stock, Vinco Ventures. This stock has been hugely requested over the past few days. This stock is a very interesting play based on a huge short squeeze that could happen next week. And I do mean huge. BBIG is extremely risky, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video because this is a very short-term trade opportunity and not something that I would look to for anything other than the extremely short term. As you know, I like to find stocks that are either undervalued or have catalysts that could push the stock price way up. First off, I want to say congratulations to anyone who listened about petrotek back in October. I brought you petrotek at 11 cents, which hit an all-time high of 44 cents this week. And I first brought you MOASS back in June at only 5 cents. So if you have been following the channel since then, congratulations to the MOASS family too. Don't miss out on stocks like these. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and you will be alerted whenever I make a new video. And show your support for my work, check out my new Patreon page where you can support my work and get access to when I find these new opportunities for only a fraction of the cost of something like Netflix. For example, I posted about this stock, BOSS Energy, back in June at only 90 cents. This reached as high as 290, but is still about 100% up and looking ready to run again. As always, this is not financial advice, I am not a financial advisor, and my videos should be viewed for entertainment purposes. I highly recommend investing only money that you can afford to and always do your own due diligence when investing. Vinco Ventures was founded in 2017. It's an emerging company that promotes a BBIG model, an approach that involves buying, innovating, and growing. They seek to acquire significant brands, quickly innovate, and then aim to expedite growth of the acquired brands to reach their target numbers. Vinco Ventures is in a transitional phase right now as the company is changing to Zash. It is a highly diversified business. Vinco subsidiary Cryptide recently launched a joint venture known as CW Machines, and there is also a planned spin-off of Cryptide. But Vinco also holds a number of other investments such as Lomotive and AdRiser. This video sharing site is seen as a rival to TikTok, which Vinco states has more than 31 million on-platform monthly active subscribers. But that is not the focus of this video. This is very much a short squeeze play, and this is an opportunity in my view to trade on the momentum that only meme stocks can generate. For example, the last time this amount of hype and trading volume for a stock completely caught my attention was back in October with DWAC. On the first day of DWAC hype, the stock began to make gains from its $10 SPAC price floor. On the second day it reached over $45, and on the third day it hit its all-time high of $175. Prior to that we had the AMC squeeze where the stock gained over 400% in one day, which is important and I will talk about this in a moment. But first I want to look at the most recent financial statements to show why this opportunity has come about in the first place, and to show you why I would not ever think of investing in this company in the long term. This is a very short term play and it is very risky. So never invest anything that you cannot afford to lose, and keep in mind that anything could happen here and this could go down just as quick as it goes up. That is the risk with meme stocks. Looking at the balance sheet, we can see that Vinco Ventures has total assets of 336 million and total liabilities of 508 million. This means that the company has more liabilities than assets at a ratio of about 1.5 to 1. This is not a good balance sheet, although it is made look worse than it is by this warrant liability of 468 million. Looking at the stockholder equity, we can see that there is an accumulated deficit of 812 million. And overall stockholder equity is negative 171. So this definitely does not look good, but this is only the tip of the iceberg. When we look at BBIG's statement of profit and loss, we can see that they have revenue of just 2.2 million, giving an operating loss of over 25 million, and a net loss attributable to Vinco for the 3-month period of over $500 million. Looking at the 9-month figures, we can see that there is a total loss of 788 million and a loss per share of $18.63. This is a company whose share price was only $2.20 a few days ago and closed on Friday at $4.20 after hours. To put this in simple English, the company is making such huge losses that for every $2 share that is owned, it is making $18 in losses. So looking at this, it's very easy to see why somebody would bet against Vinco Ventures and short this stock. After all, this is not like AMC, a company that has huge assets. Other than the $150 million in cash and restricted cash, Vinco Ventures has very little tangible assets. And this is exactly why the company has become so heavily shorted and why this opportunity in the market today has come around. If you look at Reddit, at BBIG or Wall Street Bets right now, you will see just how much interest there is in BBIG stock this weekend. And this is not because of the company's fundamentals, this is because of the short squeeze potential here right now. I highly recommend checking out the BBIG subreddit, and there is some fantastic technical analysis here posted by Widowmaker Laser. Now, I don't want to go through Laser's post in this video. This is not my work, and Laser deserves some major credit for putting this together. Looking at the technical indicators and a historical look at price action. So go over to Reddit and check this out. However, I will look here at the summary at the end of this post. So all technical indicators are bullish, gamma squeeze, and short squeeze potential. Still not too late to enter BBIG. Tons of upside left in this stock to run. However, this is probably the most important point, and I cannot stress enough how much I agree with this. There is no price target. The amount of manipulation on this stock makes it too hard to rely on price targets, and technical analysis can mainly only predict trend changes. It's incredibly difficult to predict the actual price movement, especially when it's heavily manipulated. Every ape needs to make their own individual plan and have their own exit strategy when this squeezes. More than any other stock that I have covered on this channel, if you buy into BBIG next week, then you need to be aware of the risks and do not get caught bag holding. Have your strategy in place and stick to it. Do not get greedy, but also do not sell yourself short. This is another post that caught my attention, drawing similarities to AMC stock back on the 31st of May 2021 and BBIG stock this weekend. AMC stock went from $22 up to its all-time high of $72.62. Now, it's not uncommon at all for BBIG stock to be manipulated and see huge price increases. January last year, in one day, it went from $1.50 up to $5. And last August, the stock gained from little over $2 up to its all-time high of $12.49. For anyone watching who asked the question of how to find these stocks before they run up or early in the run up, one site that I like to look at is Bar Chart. On Friday, BBIG was by far the most traded stock on the market. You have stocks here like Ford and Apple, who always have high trading volume, but Vinco Ventures has as much trade volume as these two combined. And when we compare that to the average BBIG trading volume of only 18 million shares, we can see just how much attention is on this stock right now. And BBIG is ranked as one of the top mentioned stocks on Ape Wisdom, and Google Trends over the past 90 days also shows that this is beginning to spike. And when we look at this over a 12-month time frame, you can see that this is just the beginning. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. If you've watched all the way through, could you please smash the like button? It really helps the channel grow. Drop a comment and let me know what you think is going to happen in the coming week. And check out my Patreon page, where I'm bringing you the latest stock ideas that I believe are going to make big gains this year. I am only getting started on Patreon, and my plan is to use this to fund better content on the channel by adding paid subscriptions like Seeking Alpha, Simply Wall Street, or in the case of this video, the likes of Fintel, which is over $20 a month, or Unusual Whales, which is over $30 a month. These are vital to make content with the latest data when it comes to short squeeze plays. And a massive thank you to my first patron. Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate the support so much. Remember that I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. My videos should be viewed for entertainment purposes. I highly recommend only investing money that you can afford to, and always do your own due diligence when investing. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.